Slim!
Ken!
We got no food, we got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off!
Where's the booze?
I got robbed by a sweet old lady on a motorized cart. I didn't even see it come.
Hey! Yeah, Dan? You have any more of that gum? That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Look what you did, you little jerk!
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I am your host, Slim, and only Slim. This is the Slim Show at this point. Kim has quit, so I'm looking for a new co-host. Or, whatever. Kim quit. So, my bad. Anyway, so I am going over the results of the All-Star Touch Football League. I'll just touch on week 2, but we'll get into week 3. Mainly because Kim quit and I was trying to find time to do it with somebody else. But it is what it is. We had some pretty good games. Let's start with week 3. Then we'll go back. Week 3. All right. So this was probably the game of the week. Oh, wait, before I go there, I want to announce the fact that week 1 player of the week was Tyree, rock bottom. I believe he had, let me see. Let me go back. Let's go back. Let me see. Yeah, he had 1 rushing and 4 throwing touchdowns and an interception. So he won player of the week, week 1. Week 2 player of the week, even though I didn't do a show, but I put stats were up there and all, is I'm not exactly sure who he is, like by seeing him. I think it's the kid that I think he is. The kid with the headband, the Karate Kid, I think. I'm not sure. But Craig from the Sloth. My man has, in the first 2 games, he had 3 touchdowns and 3 touchdowns. So he has 6 touchdowns in the first 2 weeks, and then he just scored 2 more touchdowns. So he has 8 touchdowns in 3 weeks. Craig, keep up the good work, bro. Let's applaud this young man. Let's applaud this young man. Oh, man, hold on. He's killing it, man. Killing it. All right. So he's week 2 player of the week. I haven't come up with, or when I didn't get everybody's stats from week 2. So I mean week 3. So we'll see who the player of the week is for week 3. But week 1, Tyree. Week 2, Craig from the Sloth. All right, so let's go over the results. GC Irish and the Vipers. GC Irish and the Vipers ended in a tie, 6-6, in overtime. I don't know. I don't know. I have never. That's some low scoring football. But okay, a tie. The Sloth versus Usual Suspects. Sloth 22, Usual Suspects 6. Camden versus Rock Bottom. Camden 21, Rock Bottom 18. NJ Lab versus the Panthers. NJ Lab 36, Panthers Goose Egg. I believe that's the second or third time the Panthers have been shut out. I think they might have scored a touchdown last week. Hold on, let me see. Am I? Where the hell's it at? Shut out. Shut out. 2 out of the 3 times, man. That's just sucks. You know, you got to keep on swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. All right. Well, I can't find it. All right. Brewers versus the Prospects. Must have been a pretty good game. I thought that would be a good game. Brewers pulled it out 13-12. Maybe the Prospects are better than what I thought they were, you know. But that's a pretty good it must have been a pretty good game. Pretty good game. In Trauma and the Crypto Sharks had a bye, and this week they have a double header this week. So all right, so I mean, I need the stats that I got so far. I got the Usual Suspects. Juwan had a touchdown pass from Money. Kurt had 3 sacks, and Greg had 1 sack. That's the Usual Suspects. All right, NJ Lab. Husseini. I don't know. He had 2 touchdowns. Russian, I guess that's the quarterback. I guess it's Mike. I guess that's what it is. It said 2 Russian. So I assume it's the quarterback. So I'll just say Mike. And then John had a touchdown, and then Phil had a touchdown. And Big Daddy Garasso also had a receiving touchdown. Phil had an interception. That's NJ Lab stats. GC Irish finally gets some stats on the board. Vinny had a touchdown. It was a pass from his older brother, Derek. And then they had 2 interceptions. Vinny had an interception, and Caney had an interception. The Prospects, this guy's actually making early contender for MVP or offensive player of the season. D-Mac, man. D-Mac's got another 2 touchdowns. Scored 2 more touchdowns again. And wow. Greg had I believe another interception, and Kyle had 2 more sacks. So I didn't got to tally them all up, but I want to see. I think Kyle's up there with quite a few sacks. Defensive player of the year, man. Keep it going, bro. But I definitely know D-Mac has definitely scored in pretty much every game for them. So wow. We'll see. Keep it up, man. Keep up the good work. And the Sloth, like I was saying earlier, Craig, he got 2 more touchdowns. That brings him to a total of 8 touchdowns in 3 games. Man, I got to applaud this young man once again, man. What the hell? What the hell's going on out there? Keep up the good work, man. McKinnon has a touchdown. Their interceptions. Craig had an interception, and Ronnie had an interception. Sacks. Carter had a sack, and Joe had a sack. That is the stats of the Sloth. Camden. All right. Well, their stats are incomplete, but from what I got so far, Butch had a touchdown, and Cheek had a touchdown, and he's not sure who had the other touchdown for them. So we shall see. What's gonna do? What else was gonna do? Those are the stats. I need rock bottom stats, the Viper stats, and the Panthers. And I believe that's it thus far. I need the Vipers. The Vipers. Vipers, rock bottom, Panthers, and the Brewers. The Brewers stats for this week. Okay, so I can add it to the list, and we can keep on top of this. All right, so I think I'm going to do the power rankings. My opinion, just my opinion, for the power rankings. This thus far, and then I'll get into the games this week. Pick my winners, and then go from there. All right, so at this point, you got to go with I believe Camden has to be the number one team. That was a big win for them over Rock Bottom. That was huge. You know, shout out to Camden, man. Let's applaud them. Let's applaud them. All right, and I'm glad. And shout out to Kogel, man, for actually having games that mean something early in the season instead of having a bunch of, teams get beat up on early in the season and having the games that everybody want to see later on in the season. So a shout out to Kogel for actually having doing a pretty good job with the schedule so far. He's got the competition playing the good teams playing the good teams, and everybody else fall where they lay. You know what I mean? It's pretty much everybody's a pretty much good team. So Rock Bottom has to be number 2, like my opinion. Rock Bottom's number 2. This might my number 3 team might take, piss some people off, or people might not agree with me on this one, but I think the Sloth are the number 3 seed, or is the number 3 team, and they could go higher. We'll see what the game is like. They play Rock Bottom this week, so let's see what that's about. You know what I'm saying? So the Sloth have showed up. They are definitely I don't think they should be shocking to anybody. What they did in the playoffs last season, and it's the Sloth are here. The Sloth are here. And if you don't take them serious, you need to take them serious, because you're going to lose. They are an elite team, and they're not playing. They're just winning. All they do is win. So it's going to be a good game this week. So we'll see. These are my guys. These are my guys. Hey, these are my guys. But I got Trauma at 4. I know it's a little backhand because I put the Sloth ahead of them, but we'll see. We will see. This is just week 3. That's all I mean. I got NJ Lab at 5. This is where it started to get a little tough. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I think I got it right. I got the Brewers at 6. I got the Prospects at 7. I got the Usual Suspects at 8. I got the Crypto Sharks wait, I might have that a little bit wrong right there. I'm not sure. Now, that's the top 8. I know that's the top 8. Now you can interchange some of the teams, but I know that's the top 8. Now, at 9, I wasn't sure if I should put. I know the Panthers are 12. Now, I think I got it right. So I got the Crypto Sharks at 9. I got GC Irish at 10. The Vipers at 11. And the Panthers at 12. Now, I know they just tied. I know it was a tie, an overtime game, and they tied. So the Vipers and GC Irish could go either way, but I think GC Irish is a better overall team than the Vipers right now. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's my power rankings thus far for week 3. Camden, number 1. Rock Bottom, 2. Sloth, 3. Trauma, 4. NJ Lab, 5. Brewers, 6. Prospect, 7. Usual Suspects, 8. Crypto Sharks, 9. GC Irish, 10. Vipers, 11. And the Panthers in the backseat at 12. Let me see. Let's go over the games, the schedule for this week. Who sent that to me? Coco. I didn't write it down because, just been fucking dumb shit all the time, all day. Okay. So, all right, we got double headers to make up for this week because Trauma had a bye in the Crypto Sharks, but they're making that game up this week. So our 8:45 games, we have GC Irish versus Crypto at 8:45. We got Trauma versus the Panthers. And then we have Vipers versus the Usual Suspects. That's at 8:45. Then the 10 o'clock games, we have Camden versus the Brewers, which should be a good matchup. We'll see. And Rock Bottom versus the Sloth, my game of the week. And NJ Lab versus the Prospects, which could be that almost feels like for what happened last season, it's like almost like a bitter rival. So, and then the 11 o'clock game is Crypto versus Trauma. So, okay. Let's pick. Now, I got, all right, GC Irish versus Trauma, Crypto, GC Irish versus Crypto. Now, in my power rankings, I got them 9 and 10. So we'll see. So I'm going to pick Crypto, the Crypto Sharks over GC Irish. I'm going to say Crypto by 2. Crypto by 2. Trauma versus the Panthers. Give me Trauma by 20. All right. Vipers versus Usual Suspects. Give me that could be a good game. No, that shouldn't be a good game. Usual Suspects should actually put it on them. So give me Usual Suspects by 14. These are the teams that like they win these games. They win these games. So okay. The 10 o'clock games, I got Camden versus the Brewers. Now that should be a good game. Now the Brewers should see where they're at. Their ranking, like how if they can stack up against the top teams. Now they jumped out on Rock Bottom early, and it didn't end up well. But got to play both two halves of football. So, they got talent. The Brewers got talent. So I think that give me Camden by 6. Give me Camden by 7. I think it's a better little matchup, better matchup for the Brewers than Rock Bottom was. So we'll see. We'll see. And plus the younger guys that they got on their team, the Brewers, they got a couple more games under their belt, and maybe you never know. You never know. And plus, it depends on who shows up for Camden. Camden better take him serious. Better take him serious. Take him serious. Now, this is it. Now, Camden. Now, I mean, Rock Bottom versus the Sloth. Rock Bottom versus the Sloth. In any other season, I would just be like, come on, it's the Sloth. But the Sloth have found their niche. The Sloth have found their rhythm. They got the right group of guys. The Sloth are connected and clicking. So I'm going to take Rock Bottom, but normally I would like, Rock Bottom by 10. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say it's going to be a competitive game, and I'm going to say Rock Bottom by 7. Rock Bottom by 7. But I think the Sloth are going to hang in there and fight, which they do, and they do it every season. But I think they got something special going on with the Sloth right now. So, but Rock Bottom's still Rock Bottom. All right. NJ Lab versus the Prospects. Now, this is a like kind of a bitter rival. There was some last time. It's last time in off the top rope. Boom, elbows going on, suplexes, chair shots, Ric Flair chops. Woo! They were going at it. They were going at it. Man. Man, it depends on what. I don't know. I just think that's another team. I think the Prospects are getting their groove back, man. Like, I feel like they're getting their groove back. So, like, I don't know. Something's going on good with the Prospects. Like, I think they found, like, D-Mac is our number one receiver, and clearly Scott feels comfortable with him, and he's just producing. So I don't know. This game could be closer than what it was a close game last season. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to edge a tiny little edge. I'm going to edge NJ Lab. I'm going to edge NJ Lab by a smidge. So I'm going to say NJ Lab by 3. I think the Prospects show up to fight. Well, not literally fight, but, physically on the field, play-wise. Like, I think the Prospects show up and bring their A game, and I think that the NJ Lab squeaks it out. Give me the NJ Lab, Performance Lab by 3. And then we got Crypto versus Trauma. Well, listen, Crypto has, and I'm not going to diss their quarterback, but I think that the Crypto Sharks actually have a lot of talent on their team. I feel like if they had an experienced veteran, they could actually make some serious noise. But they still got a guy that's still learning in the league, but they still got these athletes. But he makes like 1 or 2 plays a game. But if you had an established veteran that could really, really, showcase your talent like only a veteran could, I think that the Crypto Sharks could actually be knocking at that top 8 door. If you guys feel what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So, but Trauma is the defending elite champions. Oh, yeah, the elite champions. I just think Trauma is just too much for the Crypto Sharks, even though it is what it is. I think Ant balls out. Even though they both have to play double headers, give me Trauma by 17. Yeah, 17. I think it's going to be a beatdown, but I think the Crypto Sharks should just actually consider what I said. You know, like you guys are knocking at that door with the talent wise, but if you had a veteran QB, shout out to my man Dimitri, like maybe things could be, a little bit smoother instead of like you guys all growing together, quarterback, receivers, and that's the right way to do it. But, if you want instant success, get I'm not saying a recycled, washed, thrown up quarterback that nobody wants, but I'm saying like a veteran who knows how to maximize and get the most out of the talent on the team. That's what I would suggest. But keep balling out, keep playing. You guys are doing your thing. So, all right. So those are my picks for the week. Those are the times. So I'll go over the time one more time. So 8:45. It's GC Irish versus Crypto. It's Trauma versus Panthers and Vipers versus Usual Suspects. Those are the 8:45 games. Then we have at 10 o'clock, we got Camden versus the Brewers, Rock Bottom versus the Sloth, game of the week. And then we have NJ Performance Lab versus the Prospects. Those are the 10 o'clock games. And then 11 o'clock, we got the Crypto Sharks versus Trauma Roofing, which is a makeup for this past week. So that'll be it. I'm going to put these stats. I need everybody's stats, the rest of the team stats, and then we can get it up on the leaderboard on the Facebook page, and we can go from there. So other than that, I have nothing else. Hit my Cash App. It's Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm trying to find somebody else to help me with the show because Kim quit as usual, and then that's about it, man. But I still want to bring. I can't quit, and I won't quit. So I just want to keep bringing my best by myself. It is what it is. It is what it is. So thank you guys for listening. Hit that Cash App. It's Barbershop Talk Radio. And good luck to everybody out there. I don't know if I can make it out there anymore, man. Like, it is what it is, dude. Like, I come when I can. I have all intentions to making it, and then I fucking just can't even walk. But it is what it is, man. I'll talk to you guys. Peace. Let me get them stats, dog. Oh, wait. Hold on. Comment. Oh, shit. My bad, Crawford. I didn't even see it, dog. My fault. I wasn't even looking at the comments. Who are the Vipers? The Vipers are the Panthers. the old Panthers. I'll say that. The Panthers. That's the people that broke away from the Panthers. That's the Vipers. The Brewers are what was the split of Usual Suspects. So it's like Matt and Val, and then they're separate entities. So yeah. The Vipers are who's left from the Panthers, the old Panthers, the Mutiny Panthers, the Mutiny Panthers. Yo, Crawford, who are you playing for, bro? Val's looking for a center, dog. At least he was. I don't know if he still is, but I know Val was looking for a center. Won't you hit Val up if you're not playing, or if you are you playing on the Prospects? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody out there. I haven't been out there to see anybody really. So, Once again, player of the week, week 1, Tyree Foster. Player of the week, week 2 is my man Craig from the Sloth. Wait, that's not the ninja. Craig is the. Oh yeah, I know who Craig is. Yeah, I know who Craig is. Shit. Okay. That just shit just popped in my head. Yeah. Craig's got 8 touchdowns in 3 games. Take 2. Craig's got 8 touchdowns in 3 games. Player of the week, week 2. And an interception. He had 2 touchdowns this week and an interception. So we'll see. We'll see who's player of the week, week 3. Thank you guys for listening. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, thumbs it up, and hit that Cash App, Barbershop Talk Radio. And I am going to bed. I got to go to work in the morning. I will see you guys. Are you good now, Val? Oh, shit. Okay. Val, who'd you end up getting? Who'd you end up getting? Don't tell me you end up playing. Who'd you end up getting, Val? Who's your center? No? You're not going to answer me? All right. Oh, my guy, Wayne. Oh, okay. Okay. Yo, Crawford, who you play? Crawford, are you playing? Are you still with Scott on the prospects, or what's going on with that? Is K Sizzle playing? Like, I ain't, bro. I gotta get out there, man. Like, I gotta get out there and shit. Oh, okay. All right. Your boy Jawan. All right. Your cousin. All right. Listen, man. That's what's up. But yo, Foul. Like, what's going on with y'all, dog? Like, I really thought y'all would have won. I thought y'all was gonna win. I mean, I know the Sloth are legit, but I thought y'all were gonna win that game, dog. Like, I thought it'd be a close game. I thought it'd be a tough game, but I thought you guys would pull it out. But the Sloth are legit, man. Like, the Sloth are legit. The Sloth really have a shot to beat Rock Bottom this week. Now, I don't think it's going to happen, but they got a shot. Okay. Okay. I mean, he's got the receivers, dog. Kurt is a monster. I mean, Willie can't play defense, but Willie's definitely a great receiver. So he's got some weapons. Now, maybe he should simplify it. Maybe he should, keep it simple. Keep as simple as possible until everything, opens up for him. Keep it short, keep it simple. Just get catches and move the ball and try to simplify it for him or suggest it for him. Because, it's tough for a new quarterback. The only quarterback that I seen come in this league and ball out from day one is Anthony from Trauma Roofing, bro. Like, he's the only person I've ever seen do it. Like, never played in the league before and just came out and just dominated low key, like just balled out, like he's been doing it for years. Remember, that was Tom Graff's. Oh yeah, shout out to officer, the ref, the newly found ref, Tom Graff. Oh, he said, keep it showing, man. We'll get it together. Okay. Listen, all you got to do is make the top 8. Once you make the top 8, make them playoffs. Y'all saw, I mean, I know that you guys ain't together no more, but what you guys did that game against Rock Bottom in the playoffs was one of the craziest playoff games I've ever seen. So, like, and I didn't expect that from you guys because, but all you gotta do is make the top 8 and anything can happen, bro. Like, seriously. So, just you want to be playing your best football during the playoffs and make the top 8, have a good enough record to qualify, which you guys will, and go from there. Like, you guys, I get it. But all right, man. Let me go to bed, man. See you guys. I need a new co-host. Kim quit.